Hello everyone, my name is Cortland Gauk, and to the right of me we have Mr. RP the Shooter, and today we're going to be talking about Elf. It is a 2003 movie. The storyline is based on a man who is raised as an elf for most of his life. Amongst the elves, he is significantly larger and constantly feels inferior and left out because he cannot complete the same activities as they could or in the same way. When he is finally informed that he is in fact a human and not truly an elf, he is set back into human civilization in the United States to discover his true identity and background. My first impression of this movie, was there. It was the first time I ever seen the movie, so I wasn't completely sure what I was going to see. And I've passed by a couple times and seen bits and pieces, but not enough to understand what the movie truly was about. So when the movie was started, I felt a little confused. I was thinking, how could he have not self-discovered that he wasn't an elf with him comparing himself to everyone else? Wouldn't he have noticed those differences? And I started to realize, well, if somebody told me I was one thing for most of my life, I'd pretty much believe them. So for the most part, I felt the movie was interesting, and it had a twist.
The only experience I ever had with this movie was playing the game, and it sucked. But anyway, the movie itself, I did not know what to expect. I heard a lot from friends of mine, and I was actually watching this with another friend of mine. And she was like, oh, I love this movie and all this. And I'm like, why? Because it's funny. And I'm like, oh, might as well try watch it some more. And I watched it, I loved it, and I enjoyed it. It was very funny. I liked it.
I thought the acting was good. There were some elements of comedy in the movie that made me laugh and or wince at the comments. The acting represented exactly to me what I would picture with someone in his situation. So.
Same here. I laughed a lot in this movie, especially with Santa's coming to town, if you know what I mean. I love that one line right there. I liked how every character had a different way of speaking, or they were the same, but in a type of, like in a different situation.
Yeah.
And I love the entire movie, and I love how elves only eat candy, but whatever.
Yeah, I definitely felt that the main character, the way that he spoke, and you could tell that he was lost in society. He hadn't been exposed to humans, so.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that the acting and dialogue was decent for what the movie is about.
Mm-hmm.
For special effects, the North Pole looks terrible. I'm sorry, but as much as I love the movie, the background for the North Pole was easily unbelievable, and it was really horrible, especially the snow. The snowflakes falling was just too weird. Looked like something a 3-year-old would draw. But overall, I think everything else, like the setting and everything, was perfect in my opinion. Inside elf houses, it all looked so small compared to Buddy, and it was like really fun to watch him like struggle to get around. And back in New York, I love the set pieces, especially Central Park. I thought it was nice. Special effects, there were little to none. Maybe you can count the flying reindeer through the New York City as a very complicated one at the time. I don't know. Was it?
I don't really think so. It was simple, but
Yeah.
It was just used to that effect.
Although I did like the rocket. It was fine. Yeah, overall, visuals were okay. I didn't have anything to complain about it.
Alright. I thought the movie overall was great. Although it was nothing, I'd never go back and sit and really watch this. And if I ever did take the time out of my day to look at it, I wouldn't have enough patience with it to sit down and watch it in its entirety. I'd probably watch the first 10 minutes, maybe walk away, come back, watch another 10 minutes. But I could not sit down and watch the whole movie all over again. It was more of a one-time you watch it sort of thing. That's it.
It's a one-time only type of deal as well, but the thing I'm probably going to be watching all the time would be, like, the funny scenes. Like, I'll be like, yeah, I'll go on YouTube and look at the elf mailroom scene all the time. You know, like,
yeah, little parts.
Little parts of the movie are fantastic. So I'm probably going to not watch this movie ever again, at least in its entirety. Definitely gonna check out YouTube sometime and watch some of the scenes again.
Alright, I rated this movie a 6 out of 10.
I rated it a 9 out of 10 just because it made me laugh the first time, but if I were to watch it again, I'll probably give it the same as Steven right now.
Yeah, alright. So everyone, this has been Corpulent Gout.
And Mr. RP Shooter.
And we're signing out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite the video. It really helps us out. And thank you. Goodbye.
Have a nice day. Enjoy the new hair.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear